Hey guys, Eric here. I'm back with another early morning practice. So today I was looking at exercises dealing with chord anticipations, which is something that I'm not super familiar with coming from bluegrass because a lot of the chord changes in bluegrass are really, it's bass strum, bass strum, bass strum, and everything really lands on the one or the it's a strong beat, right? The 1, 2, 3, or 4, but not on the ands. And these chord anticipations seems like it's all about switching chords on the and. So there was a little exercise I was going through, and it's really simple, but it really, I had to work at this for a minute, and I wanted to share this and start the conversation with you guys and see if anybody else has any issues with this, and or if it's just me. So this exercise is just 2 measures, and it only has 2 chords. So it's pretty simple, right? In this case, we've got a B minor is one of the chords, and a C sharp minor. So it's the same exact chord shape, just moved up 2 frets. For those of you who aren't familiar with the B minor shape, it is your your first finger is barring the whole 2nd fret. Your middle finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string, making a D note. Your ring and pinky fingers are on the 4th fret of the D and G strings, right? So I think you've got here a B, a D, and an F sharp is what we're making to make this B minor. And then you just slide that whole shape up 2 frets to make your C sharp minor. For me, the B minor was a little bit of a difficult chord to learn in the beginning, and it was the fiddle tune Ode Grimes that goes to B minor a lot in that, and me and the guys I pick with a lot, we really got into that tune, so that helped me get this B minor shape down, but it was pretty ugly for a long time. So anyway, back to this exercise. Like I said, 2 measures, and B minor and C sharp minor, right? That's the exercise. So let's get into it here and see what we can do. So this exercise, like I said, is 2 chords, 2 measures. On the first measure, we'll be playing this B minor chord, and we're actually going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and will be our pick direction, right? So downs on the numbers, ups on the ands, and in the case of the first measure, we're actually going to play all 4 downstrokes. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the ands here, we're only going to play up on the B minor on the and of 3. So it's going to look like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So one more time: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So then on the and of 4, though, to complete the measure, we're going to actually, we're not leaving that a quarter note. We're actually going to slide up to this C sharp minor, and that's the anticipation here. So it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, right? And this was the thing that sort of felt, that didn't really feel unnatural switching there, but then doing a different pattern in the second measure is what made it feel a little unnatural when you go back around the loop of the pattern. So again, let's do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, in the second measure, we're then going to say, we're going to skip the 1 and, we're going to play 2, and then we're going to play 3 and 4 and. So, on that 4, the and of 4, we're not switching back yet, right? So I'll say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time: 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. And then we switch back and start it over again. So let's do that all together one time and see if I can get it correct, and then we'll play with it a little. So I'll just count all the way through one measure, then we'll start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. So that's it. It seems pretty straightforward, but it's easy, or at least it was in the beginning, for me to get off track on the pattern. And I suspect if I sat here and looped through this several times, you'd see that happen. So what I thought I'd do is, instead of me trying to count and talk and strum and play, like all those things happening at once, I'm just going to put on the metronome, and we could go through it a few times here. You can go along with me. Alright guys, here's the metronome. I'm going to put this on 80 beats a minute. We'll just keep it slow here and try to work through the exercise. I will count out loud a little to get things going, maybe. and we'll get to go with the metronome. So you'll hear the click here. And get my hands in position, and we'll do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Alright, so anyway, that gives you an idea of stepping through that and playing along with the metronome. Hopefully that was all in time. Thanks for checking out the video here. I'm going to try to post more of these as I find little things that I'm working through, little exercises, and see if we can start discussions here to help us all improve. So if you have any ideas or thoughts or things that you like to use to address these kind of changes, let me know. And if you guys enjoyed the video, enjoyed practicing along with me for a few minutes, please subscribe, and we'll get a community going here where we can practice together. Thanks.